day 17 of Mobility March, and it's your evening slow it down stretch. When you're ready, let's go. So starting in a kneeling position, come onto your hands and your knees, bring your feet together, your knees mat width apart. We start in child's pose, so relax your feet, sit all the way back onto your heels if you can. Reach your hands forwards, rest your forehead to the ground, and we just hold this nice pose here. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth if you can. Just relax, sit back a little bit further each breath. Then slowly walking your hands over to the right, walk your right hand, your left hand, look under your left arm and rest your head to the ground. You'll feel a stretch down your left side. Then slowly walking your hands back through the centre, walk your arms all the way over to the left, foot under your right arm and rest your head to the ground, feeling a stretch down your right side. Still sitting back to your heels if you can. And bringing your hands back to the centre of the mat. Lift back up onto your hands and your knees. Bring your knees under your hips, relax your feet. You will reach up with your right arm to the ceiling, and then we thread the needle, thread that arm underneath your left. Rest your head to the ground, your hips are up, and bring that left arm behind you to reach for your right hip if you can. If not, just leave it down on the mat, resting your head to the ground. There's a nice spinal twist here. We're not sitting back onto your heels. Your hips are up. It's rotating your thoracic spine, feeling the stretch down your right arm. Hold it here. Good, then gently releasing your arms, bring your left hand down, push yourself up, right hand comes back down, have a little wiggle around here and we change sides. So left arm reaches up to the ceiling, look up with your head and then you thread underneath your right arm, head comes down to the ground. If you want more, your right arm reaches for the inside of your left hip. Relax your head to the ground, your feet are also relaxed. Close your eyes. Breathe. Then gently releasing your arms, bring that right hand down, lift yourself back up, left hand comes down. Tuck your toes under. If you need to give yourself a bit of an extra hand for your little toes, bring them under as well. Sit back onto your heels. We're going to work into the fascia underneath our feet. If you can't do that, stay upright. If it's too intense, sitting back, just keep moving through, relax your feet, sit back up. But if you can, try and hold it here for another 10. 7, 6, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now relaxing your feet. You're in a kneeling position, cross-legged, standing if you can, if you need to, sorry. We're going to go to the neck. So taking your chin to your chest, reach your hands up and behind the back of your head,
Let the weight of your arms drop your chin to your chest as you feel the stretch down the back of your neck. Your hands are clasped behind your head. Hold it here. Then gently lifting up, take your right ear to your right shoulder, right arm reaches up and over to the left side. You should give yourself a little bit more of a stretch. Relax your left shoulder. Feel the stretch down the side of your neck. Gently releasing, come back through the center, change sides. So left ear to left shoulder, hand comes up and over to the right side. Pull that right arm down and feel a stretch down the right side of your neck. Gently releasing, bring your arm back down, reaching both arms up, clasp your hands, push your palms to the ceiling and just open up your chest, open up your rib cage, have a little rock gently side to side. And then come back through the center, bend the right arm, left hand comes to your elbow, pull your hand a little bit further down your back and feel the stretch in your tricep. Good, gently releasing the arms, change sides. So left arm bends, right hand comes to your elbow. Pull your elbow so your hand reaches further down your back and feel the stretch in your left tricep. Good, releasing your arms, come back around onto your hands and your knees. Now from here, walk your hands a little bit further forward. You're going to drop your hips down to the mat, relaxing your feet. We come into Cobra, rock gently side to side, look over your shoulder as you rock. You should feel this into your hip flexors, the front of your hips, and into your stomach. Good, hold still. Keep your shoulders away from your ears, and then gently lower your chest down to the ground. We take this straight into Scorpion, so reach out the left hand, right foot, push you over onto your left side. You feel a stretch in your chest, into your hips. If you want more, reach that right arm up and forwards in front of you. Pull in through your fingertips on both hands. Hold it here. Good, then bringing that right arm back in, have a turn back onto your stomach and we change sides. So right arm reaches out, left hand pushes you up and over onto that right side. If you want more, right hand reaches in front of you and above, reaching through the fingertips on both hands. We're breathing. Good, then coming back onto your stomach, bring that right arm in, lift yourself back up onto your hands and your knees, step right foot back to plank, left foot back to plank, push your hips to the ceiling, just pedal your heels down one at a time here, feeling the stretch in your calves. One more each side. Good, then we rock forwards into plank. Hold it here, then take a big lunge forward with your left foot outside your left hand. Back knee goes down, front foot turns out. Push your front knee away, sink down to the mat and stretch your hips. Just have a little look over your left shoulder. And breathe, hold it here. Then releasing your knee, your foot faces the front of your mat. Just going to hold it here. So hands are down on the mat, sinking your hips towards the ground. Come down onto your elbows, your forearms if you want more. If not, you stay here, pushing your hips forwards and down. Just in this low lunge. Good, 2 more breaths. Then I want you to untuck the back foot, lift the knee, and push through that back foot. So we've still got the hands down, we're in this low lunge, but you're pushing, you're activating that back leg, feeling a bit more of a stretch in your hips. Hold it here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Good, back knee goes down, relax the foot. Now walk your hands up your thigh. So your torso is upright. We're coming into slightly higher lunge. Sink your hips down. Raise your right arm. Bend it in the air if you need to, and feel a stretch in your right hip flexors. Holding it here. Bringing that arm back down. Your back leg, I want you to rotate to 90 degrees. So you turn to the right. Don't copy me here, I'm going to turn to face my camera. So you're in this position. So your left foot is still at the front of the mat. You're on 90-degree angle. Bring your left hand down in front of your left ankle. Reach up with your right hand and just sink a little bit further into that left knee, your left ankle. If your knee goes over your toe, absolutely fine. You'll feel a stretch in your left adductors here, really good stretch. If you can put your hand flat down to the ground, feel free. Hold it here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Good. Coming back up into that low lunge. Untuck the back foot, lift the knee, step the left foot back to plank, push your hips to the sky, pedal those heels down again, one at a time, and holding still, pushing your chest to your knees, for 3, 2, and 1, come back into plank, we change sides, so big lunge forward with the right foot outside the right hand, back knee down, relax the foot, front foot turns out, push that right knee away from you, and look over your right shoulder. Good, releasing the knee, foot comes to face the front of the mat, right hand comes down, and we stay in this low lunge with your knee planted, holding it here